The Palestinian people have been subject to an illegal military occupation for 67 years, gradually losing more and more land as a direct consequence of Israeli colonization. Every year on May 15th, on the Nakba Day, Palestinians commemorate their collective history of displacement and dispossession. The word Nakba specifically refers to the period from the end of November 1947 to the end of March 1949, where history witnessed the expulsion of an estimated 720,000 Palestinians living in historical Palestine. Most of these Palestinians ended up in exile in what became the West Bank, Gaza, Jordan, Syria and Lebanon. Some Palestinians managed to remain within the modern state of Israel. The collective expulsion of the Palestinians was a consequence of the realisation of the promise made by the British government in the Balfour Declaration to establish a national home for the Jewish people. Jewish migration prior to 1947 was completed in 3 waves and brought over 3 million Jews from over 90 countries to Palestine. By 1949, only 150,000 of the pre-1947 Palestinian population remained in what had become Israel. 2/3 of the refugees who fled Israel went to the West Bank and the Gaza Strip. The remaining third were scattered throughout Jordan, Syria, Lebanon and other countries. Despite this trajectory of displacement and dispossession, Palestinians have managed to resist Israel's institutional and systematic illegal occupation. A transnational solidarity movement to end the Israeli occupation has gained international momentum under the banner of the boycott, divestment and sanction campaign. Support has also slowly begun to shift to the policy-making sphere. In October 2014, 135 of the 193 member states of the United Nations recognized the State of Palestine. While the United States and Israel have been crucial actors in the peace process since its inception in 1992, they both have consistently voted against all motions at the UN in support of an independent Palestinian state. Despite growing international support for Palestine, Israeli policy and discourse is still threatening the Palestinians. The International Criminal Court has recently asked Israel to cooperate in its examination into possible war crimes committed during Third Israel Summer Offensive on Gaza in 2014. Israel killed 2,257 Palestinians during the 51-day assault, according to the United Nations Monitoring Group, OCHA. In the West Bank and East Jerusalem, illegal Israeli settlements and outposts are inhabited by a population of some 462,000 Israeli settlers. Israel's barrier wall, built illegally in 2001 and still under construction, is expected to reach at least 650 kilometers in length. The average height of the Berlin Wall was 3.6 meters compared with the maximum current height of Israel's wall, 7.6 meters.